Straight in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot! Drop had a boiling water and came at me with boiling water. Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came at me with boiling water. That's what all this is. I was standing right here.
Alright.
And that's where
Her family's dropped some bombshells that paint a picture darker than a moonless night. And let me tell you, it's more twisted than a pretzel factory. Now get this. That trigger-happy officer, Sean Grayson, he conveniently forgot to turn on his body cam. Smells fishier than a week-old tuna sandwich, if you ask me. Thank the stars above his partner wasn't as slick, or we'd be in the dark about what really went down that fateful night. But wait, there's more. Turns out our boy Sean's got a rap sheet longer than a CVS receipt. 6 police departments? Man's collected badges like they're Pokemon cards. Now let's rewind for those who've been living under a rock. A few days back, all hell broke loose when footage leaked of a cop with more prejudice than sense gunning down Sonya Massey. Poor woman called for help, thinking there was an intruder. Whether there actually was one is anybody's guess. Her daughter later spilled that Sonya struggled with paranoid schizophrenia. But here's the kicker. Even if it was just voices in her head, Sonya did exactly what any of us would have done. She called the cops expecting protection. Instead, she got a bullet. The Neighborhood Watch, aka nosy neighbor Cheryl Evans, told The Guardian that the cops were acting shadier than a palm tree from the get-go. Instead of knocking like civilized humans, they were creeping around, flashing lights through windows like discount Ghostbusters.
Alright, hurry up.
So, our not-so-finest in blue barge into Sonya's house like they own the place. They're grilling her harder than a Labor Day barbecue about this supposed intruder. Now, picture this. There's a pot on the stove, bubbling away like a witch's cauldron. Sean, Mr. Trigger-happy himself, tells Sonya to turn it off. Here's where things go sideways quicker than a drunk driver on an icy road. As Sonya's moseying over to the stove, Sean starts barking at her like she's hauling nuclear waste instead of H2O. And Sonya, bless her heart, tries to lighten the mood with a little Jesus joke. Big mistake, huge. Sean loses it faster than a toddler's balloon at a windy picnic. He whips out his gun, screaming threats that'd make a sailor blush. Poor Sonya realizes her attempt at humor's gone over like a lead balloon. She's apologizing faster than an auctioneer on speed, even drops to her knees like she's at the pearly gates. But Sean? He's got an itchy trigger finger and the patience of a hangry toddler. Before Sonya can even get out a third sorry, bang! He fires off a shot that catches her right below the eye, exiting through the back of her neck.
Face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot! Drop
Just when you thought this nightmare couldn't get any darker, it plunges into a pit so deep it'd make the Mariana Trench look like a kiddie pool. Picture this. Sonya's clinging to life by her fingernails, gasping for air like a fish out of water. Any decent human being would be scrambling to help, right? Well, not our boy Sean. Oh no, he's got other plans. His partner, showing a shred of humanity in this horror show, tells Sean to grab the medical kit. You know, to maybe, just maybe, keep Sonya from bleeding out before the ambulance can screech onto the scene. But Sean, he's not having it. He's acting like his partner just suggested they invite Bigfoot over for tea. This trigger-happy tyrant actually has the gall to question why they should bother saving her life. It's like he's forgotten the protect and serve part of his job description faster than a politician forgets campaign promises. And then, folks, he drops a line so cold it could freeze hell over. That's a headshot. She's done, he says, with all the compassion of a great white shark eyeing a seal. It's a moment that'll make your blood run colder than a penguin's tootsies. Here's a man sworn to uphold the law, treat everyone equally, and protect lives, writing off a woman he just shot like she's yesterday's news.
Bring emails now. We got a headshot wounded female. Head wounded female, 1078.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, she's done. You can go get it, but that's a head.
Besides all that, he invented a story saying he shot her because she was going to pour water on his face. We all saw the footage, and that's not what really happened. It's a complete lie Sean made up to justify hurting someone for no reason. He even said, "What else can we do? I'm not taking boiling water to the face."
Yeah, I'm not taking boiling water to the head. And look, it came right to our feet, too. God damn it.
All right, let's cut to the chase. Just when you thought Sean couldn't sink any lower, he pulls a fast one. The paramedics show up, and what does our hero do? He spins a tale taller than a skyscraper. According to Sean's fiction, Sonya wasn't the victim. She was the aggressor, coming at him with a pot of boiling water. Never mind the fact that we've all seen the footage that proves otherwise. It's a lie so blatant, it'd make Pinocchio's nose grow from here to the moon. This isn't just covering his tracks, it's rewriting the whole dang story. So there you have it, a cops and robbers tale where the lines between good guy and bad guy are blurrier than a foggy night in London. Buckle up, folks. Something tells me this roller coaster's just getting started.
No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water. Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came out with boiling water. That's what all this is. I was standing right here.
Alright.
And that's where she's landed.
What do y'all need from us?
Just nothing right now. Just hang out there for me. Thank you.
He even had the audacity to boast about his actions to the other officers. When one of them asked if he was all right, he responded confidently, claiming he was fine. He then tried to spin the entire situation as if he were a hero who had subdued a dangerous individual.
Yeah, I'm good. It's crazy.
So, after all the dust settled, the cops took another look at that footage, and guess what? Turns out Sean's self-defense tale was about as real as a $3 bill. Sonya never threatened him with that pot. She only went near the stove because he told her to. Even if she had been waving that pot around like a magic wand, there were a million ways to handle it that didn't involve putting a bullet in her. But nope, Sean went straight for the kill shot. This mess blew up so big even President Biden chimed in, calling for justice and pushing for police reform. Meanwhile, Sonya's family? They were fed a load of bull about some phantom intruder being the real killer. Talk about adding insult to injury. People online are losing their minds over this. One person pointed out how Sean just stood there after shooting her like he was waiting for a dead woman to fight back. Another questioned why he didn't just step back if he felt threatened. Now, here's the million-dollar question. If Sean's partner hadn't had his body cam on, would this whole thing have been swept under the rug? What's your take on this mess? Think Sean would have gotten away with it if not for that footage? Drop your thoughts below.